me and Eddie were from here in New York, and we went out to Los Angeles at the same time. Well, he was a little behind me, and then you know, you need jobs when you get out there, and my friend gave me a job in a dub room, and he got a job as a clapper, and on you know, like Ed was saying, for infomercials. You know, the good thing with infomercial, and the whole idea of the movie came, or the book at the time, was he actually was psyched because he got to ask a question on an infomercial, and they gave you an extra $100 for it. And then he's like, and now they can't hire me for 2 months because I put my face on the camera. And I was like, oh, really? So that messes you up? And he's like, yeah. I didn't know, or I wouldn't have signed up for the $100. So then it was like, so maybe things could go wrong with Eddie becoming famous, you know?
I certainly didn't know a lot about the infomercial universe, but I mean, I know as much as anybody who's seen thousands of them when you just are up late at night watching TV.
Usually high.
Yeah. And you're processing kind of this weird alternate universe where people are clapping for a blender. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Totally,
so
right?
obviously they're paid, but
I often clap for a blender, though.
you do. You're the exception. Like, you weirdly clap.
Did you just make coffee?
For inanimate objects.
Incredible.
It's amazing.
Yeah. What is cool about this story is, you know, I think everyone associates Hollywood and anyone who's in Hollywood with ambition and, you know, trying to kind of break through and become well known and become famous. And for a guy like Eddie Crumble, not only does he not want that, not only does he have no desire for that, it's actually a liability for his livelihood because he needs to be anonymous to stay, you know, to keep his job as a clapper. And I think that's really makes Eddie really special in a way that he isn't chasing this thing that culturally we all just assume, well, of course everyone wants to be famous. Why wouldn't you just chase fame? You have an opportunity to be on TV and be famous. Like, why wouldn't you jump at it? And Eddie's just, he doesn't want it.
It messes him up, yeah, because Eddie would do 3 shows a day, you know, so $75 a show, right? So 3 shows, you know, go from one to the other, and you know, he literally, really, he'd have a mustache and he'd put it on and a hat, and then he'd take it off, or he'd wear glasses, so that it's not the same audience, because you know they want to pan the audiences, so yeah, so being outed would kind of screw him, you know, so it's. Yeah, it's not even that he has an aversion to fame, it just sort of messes his job up.
I was trying to think of like all the worst attributes of late night talk show hosts, which isn't hard to do. Yeah, all you got to do is watch it, you know, and just think of all the cheesy cliche things that they try to do every night, and they, you know, deliver everything like, hey, did you hear about, it's always like, hey, did you, and you're like, ah.
Zingers that aren't zingers.
Yeah, they're not, yeah, it's like when you order a spicy chicken sandwich and it's not spicy. Yeah.
There you go. You're in.
That's what it is.
Oh, well, everything is nuts. You know, movies are insane. Independent movies are twice as insane. You know, I mean, it's always, you know, we were lucky enough to meet up, and it was like, oh, yeah, I mean, you know, you make these movies, you're just hoping that you could make it with people that you like and that can do a really great job. And it's like, you know, before I got to make movies, somebody once said, like, the idea that they ever see their movie in a theater is a miracle, you know. So it's a like I said, it's a blessing when you get to make it and you feel good about it, you know. So yeah, the trip is the trip, you know. It's nuts.